Today we will be going over one of the SADI strategies. The SADI strategy we will be going over is Total Physical Response, TPR. Total Physical Response is an approach to teaching language through the use of body movement to learn new vocabulary and concepts. Research strongly suggests students that incorporate body movements as they learn are making more neural connections in the brain. I am going to adapt this strategy to work in a physical education class. The skill I will teach using TPR is a basketball jump shot. A jump shot is a complex movement pattern which requires advanced motor control of both your arms and your legs to shoot a basketball with precision and accuracy. The acronym that I want students to retain is BEEF. BEEF will ensure students are reminded of the important cues to reinforce healthy habits and correct technique when shooting a basketball. We'll start with B. Balance. Okay? And you want to make sure that your feet are wide. Knees are bent. Hips back. And ball is in your hand. E is eyes. And you want to make sure that your head is up and your eyes are on the back of the rim. Second E is elbow. So you want to point your elbow to the rim. And you want to make sure that your elbow and wrist are bent. F is follow through. And this is the stage where you shoot the ball. So you're going to flick your wrist. Now I will demonstrate shooting a basketball using the TPR strategy in the perspective of a student. So when the teacher says B, I yell balance. I'm going to make sure my feet are wide, knees are bent, hips are back, and ball is in my hand. When the teacher says E, I yell eyes, and I make sure my head is up and I'm looking at the back of the rim. When the teacher says second E, I will yell elbows, and I will pull my elbow to the rim, keeping my elbows and wrists bent. When the teacher says F, I will yell follow through, and I will shoot the ball flicking my wrist. Oftentimes, the teacher will need to slow down and repeat any information so that students begin to associate visual cues, auditory cues, and intended action to convey a certain meaning. I will model the strategy again as a student who has mastered the skill of shooting a basketball. When the teacher says B, I yell balance. When the teacher says E, I say eyes. When the teacher says second E, I say elbows. When the teacher says F, I say follow through. This concludes the demonstration for teaching a jump shot using the TPR strategy. Now repeat the steps as necessary until all students have mastered the form and technique for shooting a basketball. Thank you.